Welcome, my dear friends, at Biophilia 5000 Plus training. First of all, if you have any issues with the installation, you can contact sales@nonlinearsystem.eu or support, or you can go to the free forum 3D8 Hunter and ask your questions. We will be very fast in our reaction, so you do not have to wait days or weeks. You will have an answer on all your questions and support if there is anything immediately. Within 24 hours, of course. So this session is about 4D Biophilia 5000 Plus. I want to congratulate you on the purchase of the most extended AD system ever. Normally an AD system has about 12, 15 to 15 ethelons. The ISHA special versions have a couple of hundreds of ethelons with 10,000 remedies, but this one really is absurd. 5,300 ethelons catalogs at your service. 100,000 lab research remedies from original manufacturers, original remedies, original frequencies. It's unbelievable. But also the special functions. It's a 4D system, we know, but it also can do an automatic scan and treatment with one press of a button. So, some of you will have this big device with the XLR connectors and the wand. There's a little disadvantage because you cannot use the ISHA Quantum Meta Black Box. So you need a special converter connector from XLR to audio mini jack. So if you need it and if you want to buy the ISHA Quantum Meta Black Box, then please ask for that special connector, because otherwise it will not work. It is delivered also with a camera and the newest headset with double sensors and the cup. ISHA delivers its own Biophilia. It's a multi-device, and I can show you later in the next presentation the ISHA devices. This is the normal ISHA Biophilia, the same as the big one on the other presentation. It only runs the Biophilia AD, and we also have the Hunter. It's a multi-Hunter device which runs all 3D, all AD versions, the Virus Expert, DNA Expert, but also the special versions like the auto surgery commandments, the physiotherapy, etc. It also runs, of course, the Hunter Metapathia. And the latest is the Biophilia Hunter multi-device, the golden. It supports all 3D, all AD versions, the Hunter Metapathia and the Biophilia tracker software. So it supports all. Now here on top you see the ISHA Quantum Meta Black Box, and as you see it works with the mini jack connectors. So if you want to buy this one for your big box, then you really need a converter cable. Now, first let's have a look at if you have any questions or you need anything extras, like for example you want to join the other classes, then you can go to nonlinearsystem.eu, not .com, but .eu, and here you can order extras like an extra cup, headset, classes, special software versions, etc. It's worth to visit it. What's also worth to visit is the forum, the worldwide free forum. There is no other forum on this planet which gives this new groundbreaking insights, teachings, protocols and help by therapists of all origins, shamans, healers, from psychiatry, psychology, doctors, specialists, scientists and even professors. It's the only true place where all people do care and do help all, from over 130 countries. Here you will also find direct links to the free ISHA cure, which you probably heard of, the Apprentice Master Classes, real testimonials from people and doctors all over the world, which you can contact within the forum. So you can check everything, the ISHA multi-power zapper, etc. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Yeah. You also, if you press the board index, you can have a list, and here you have a chat function, so you do not have to post, you can also chat with other people. And all categories, and here you see the people in all the countries which you can contact. From 130 countries, and there have been on 6 November 788 persons on the forum. So it's worth to have a look at here, 3D AD Hunter. Yeah, it's also double side protected with sideblock secure, and you have a private connection, so others are not allowed to interfere. Now, let's start. Let's start with the BIOPHILIA, this fantastic software tool, which cost us a lot of time to develop it and to implement and activate all the 5,300 catalogs. I must say, not all 5,300 catalogs are already translated, but within time more and more will be translated. But if you look at the software, you will be shocked about the possibilities. Now, let's shock you. So again, welcome at this BIOPHILIA tracker training. We have a lot of subjects to talk about and to show, and also some hidden features. This is really the most fantastic AD software ever developed, with 5,300 etalons and 100,000 of lab scan remedy options. A big part of it is translated. You are very lucky if you purchase this by ISHA, so all the etalons are already activated. Otherwise, you only will see for about 50 to 100 etalons. With the ISHA activated version, you will still see the 5,300 etalons, but it's a choice. There will be a lot to talk about, and for the people who already did the Apprentice Master Classes, there will be some repeatments of some elements, but that's only an extra advantage, because we do not want to hold any information back. We want you to be able to understand the software completely, to understand, and that's more important, how to interpret the data and the CSS, and to have the secrets at your disposal for fast and quick healing of you, your family, your clients, your patients. So, when we look here, we have a disclaimer, and it's logically, since international laws, that this is mentioned. We also have a settings tab. In the settings tab, you can adjust the speed. Do not put it higher, because leave it at 1.5, or adjust it to 1.0. That's also possible, but do not put it higher. You can mute the sound if you like. If you do not like the sound, you can mute it, but I must warn you, the sound also has a function. Yeah, because the biocommunication field, the brain and parasympathetic system, recognizes these sounds based on the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, and it's also a signal to the biocommunication field, so it helps, and it's not a coincidence, it was implemented. When we look at administrator panel, here you have several buttons like doctor, so you can add new doctor. Now, very simple. You click in the field, you type in the name, you would like to have, for example, Metamaster, and then you exit. So next time you see the Metamaster is in the system. You can delete a card file, be very careful with it, because the total card will be gone. You can delete certain research. It's very handy if you did a lot of researches on one person. You can delete all researches by date, or you can save them to disk. So it's self-explainable. Now, let's start up the program. Here we have the program, and within the program, of course, we have the first name, last name, middle name, age, the sex, the address, the phone, the email. Now, we also see in this version an enter text to search, so you can enter your text and you can do a quick search with the find button. Yeah. It's very handy that we have here a daytime, icon, name, activity. So here are several options to do afterwards and after the scans and the treatments. Very fast find your information. It's not available in all other AD software, but here it's very extended. Of course, we have a camera. The camera, you can connect many cameras at your computer, and within this field you can select the different cameras. You can even connect a camera, and so this is the front camera, it's covered, but here you have a little tab which you normally do not see, and this is also the reason why I'm showing it to you. And then you can insert another camera. I will do it now. I will insert another camera in the computer. And when we click this button, you do not see it, but when we click this, we can see the other camera. And as you see here, so this is a nice camera, and I can show you it's not a picture. By moving it a little, you will see it's totally different, the image. But normally the goal is to make a photo of your client. So to have your client data, press the pass button and you say assign, and then it's in the field, so you can see a picture of your customer. Some people ask me, can we also use it for iriscopy, to make a photo of the eye? If you have an iriscopy camera, you can connect it to your laptop or PC, and then indeed you can make a photo of the eye of the client. But I must also warn you, the normal features is for the client database. And with a special iriscopy camera and the special software, you can do special iriscopy researches, but that's for later. Now we see other buttons. We see the research button. We see the new card button, the research button to start a research. A new card, select card, remove card, exit, present analysis, view results, and comparative analysis. Now, normally you would start with a new card, and let's do it. Let's start with a new card. Then fill in the first name and the last name. The date of birth, start with the year, then the month and the date. The address, you can fill in the complete address. It's very handy if you want to contact your client. Phone, email. Now this is an important section, if it's a male or a female, and also very important, the blood type. If you do not know the blood type of your client, there's no problem, because you can order online blood tests, and they are very inexpensive. You can buy them already at $8 for a blood test. And so you can sell it to your clients, and if you do not understand how to interpret the data, it's no problem. You can always email to ISHA at support, sales or info, and we will help you and guide you. So next time you do blood tests, you know exactly how to evaluate these blood tests and assign it to the customer. That service is for free for all people, so you do not have to buy. At ISHA we want to help everyone. So the record is made. Now the next session is a very interesting session which is many times passed by users, therapists, doctors, scientists. They do not use it, but it's a very handy section, because when a client comes in, he or she has complaints. In this case it's a he. And these complaints always point out to a certain location. For example, when we look in the head, it can be body ache, eruption, fatigue, asthenia, fear, anxiety. Yeah. This is the disease section. This is the complaints. Yeah. But it has to be turned around. So. Sorry for this, it will be changed. But by selecting these and gathering all the complaints, the program itself makes a sorting of the scans. So that's a possibility to use, and it's very interesting to do it. Now we have another section, I already told about it, about the iriscopy. Iriscopy is used by specialists like neurologists to read the body within the eye, and all diseases can be acknowledged by the eye, and it's called iriscopy. I already did it 35 years ago, studied a lot of it. I have an iriscopy camera and the specialized software. It's not expensive. It's also available at ISHA web shop. As a matter of fact, it's a multi-camera, so you can use it for the iris, for the hair, for the skin. And it's very inexpensive, but you can look it up. It's also used by neurologists. They shine with a little light in the eye to see if the disease is fake or real. Also called psychosomatic. Yeah, and in this system there's really a lot of information. So take your time, and if you want to know everything before even doing a scan about a client, this is certainly a section to look at. We also have a section which is already thousands of years old, and it's called the face, reading the face. Very interesting. Yeah, if you start doing this and you got acquainted to it and experienced in it, yeah, you can read people's face, and by reading people's face already know what the main problems are. For example, at number 2, 2 to your Pringles. Point 2, which happens many times, kidney weaknesses. So start using the free ISHA cure. And so you can go through the complete system, and there's a lot of information. There's also counts for the blood. People, depending on the blood type, you got a lot of information for what people should eat, not eat, which they are very sensitive to, for example strokes or schizophrenia, manic depressive or disorders, etc. What they should avoid, yeah, so that's very interesting, and you can select it, yeah, copy it and paste it into your own report. So that saves you a lot of time. Really, I've done myself 10,000 tests from people all over the world. Yeah, looked at the information which is here, and it was almost every time 100% a match. So very handy. Yeah, and then there's also a Bible section here. A little drink. There's also a Bible section here about God. Yeah, God is in all religions. For me, I studied myself all religions: Muslim, Arabic, the Catholic, the shaman religions, uh, many, many, many. I've read them all, and I think it's good for people if they have a belief. And also there are sayings, but yeah, you can read it. It's nice to know. So let's proceed to the program. So here we are making a record. This section where we come, we have the button for the interactive analysis. So when we selected all the complaints, yeah, we can do this. And it's very interesting to do. But since time is limited, we cannot do it all. So we speak over the other buttons. We have auto therapy, and here's a very special function, because here you can do things you cannot do with no other NLS software. Here you can do directly auto therapy scans and autotherapy at the same time. At the same time means it makes a scan of object, and the next step it does the therapy. Why is this so important? It's important because the needus, which you spoke of in the Apprentice Master Classes, needs to be awakened. And the needus are the bioreceptors, and they have a lot of functions. They hold a reserve of 40%. When they're totally upside down, you can reawaken them, so they start functioning again. Just think about the fact that if you are standing on your head, you cannot function. And when you're on your feet back again, yeah, when you're corrected, then you can walk and you can even run fast if you want. So that's very interesting. And you can select it for 1 time auto treatment or 5 times. What's also interesting is you have a multi-line button, so if you do not know the text, you can always have the picture at hand. I personally do not like it. I like the text lines. The icons button is also a very important one, because it gives you the possibility to go directly to the related areas if there's a problem. Yeah, as you can see, you can go directly to the related area. And most people think, oh, that's only possible with the Hunter Metapathia. No, it's also possible with the AD versions. So we also have that option to choose. And then we have, of course, the 4D torsion scan. Also a very special function. It's nice for your client to see. And it's also the newest addition to the AD versions, in this case the tracker, the Biophilia tracker. We also have a button at the top to go to the card index, the button for research. If we only want to do research and no therapy, we can press the research button, and a manual choice. When we press the manual choice, you can select your cases. You can select them all. You can either do setup or deselect all. Yeah. There's also a very important button here, the research type. The research type you have express, normal, detailed and scientific. So depending on the time, you can do automatic selections, and you say select all, because if you look here, they are not all selected. Yeah. So you say select all, and then you can do your scan. I'm not gonna do this at this moment because it takes a lot of time, because a research type scientifically will take 1.5 hours. But I'm gonna do it by hand. So I deselect all. I have the ability. I use my 10-point system based on 10,000 of researches, and so it saves a lot of time, but it gives me direct insight in the problems. So let's do the selection of the 10-point system. It's the pancreas and the ball of the heart. Why am I choosing the pancreas? I choose the pancreas because it's the most important organ of the body. Do not believe if people say, specialists say, oh no, it's the hypothalamus, it's the hypophyse, blah blah blah. It really is the pancreas, because the pancreas is the coordination center of all the other glands. And at the moment that medical science, and a lot of them already know it by the classes, but start believing this fact, yeah, then many problems will be prohibited, and a lot of mistakes will be provided. So the pancreas is the most important one, because it signals to all the other glands, the hypothalamus, the hypophyse, the thyroid, the adrenals, for the male people, the prostatic glands, all the glands. And if the pancreas fails to function, yeah, because it's eaten up by worms, then and all the A, B, and D cells are eaten, then the pancreas cannot function, and all the other glands will not function. So when you have a major problem at the thyroid, it does not mean the problem is in the thyroid. The problem can be in the pancreas. And as a matter of fact, it will be in the pancreas, because the pancreas regulates all other glands. Blood cells, thymus gland, pancreas, the wall of the heart. Why the wall of the heart? The wall of the heart is selected because all the bugs, worms, certainly heartworms, all the bugs are not hiding in the normal surface area of the heart, but in the wall of the heart. So it's a very good checkup, the heart, to check it by the 7 and 10 points system. The thyroid gland from the front and the thyroid gland from behind. And imagine why we select the front and the back of the thyroid, because in almost 99% of all treatments, everybody focuses on the front of the thyroid. But the real problems, which you will see in the scans, is in the back of the thyroid. And again, as seen, and the next part is the white substance in the brain. Certain bugs, bacteria, viruses, worms, certainly worms, which are present in the pancreas, will also be present in the thymus and thyroid, but they also will be present in the brain. And that's where a lot of problems start, because all these produce so many neurotoxins that the body gets overloaded, and also by eating up all the tissues and the cells. Yeah, it's really terrible for the body, because the neurotoxins also paralyze the bioreceptors, so the brain and the parasympathetic system do not get good information, and so the total systems fail. Diseases are recognized, which originally are no diseases, yeah, because they are all bugs related. If you eliminate and depower the bugs, you will see that all diseases also disappear. For the big part, for 95%, diseases can also be genetically transferred, which we all know, but we have to realize that there are 99% of these diseases are not active and will never become active, and we will see that in the classes. So let's do a research